Hello and welcome back to this series on learning the 3-note per string major scale shapes. So we've finally made it, we're on video 7, so we're on the final shape, the 7th shape of the 3-note per string major scale. We're using the key of G major. If you haven't got them already, you can get the tabs for this lesson covering all the 7 major scale shapes that we've used. And the backing track we're using in the key of G major in 3 different tempos, 60 BPM, 90 BPM and 120 BPM. All of that's available in the description box below. So as I've said before in this series, it's important that once you've learned the scales that you can transpose them into different keys, because what's the use in learning one key? You know, if you're in a jam session, someone says we're playing in A, it doesn't help you knowing the G major scale, you need to know the A major scale as well. So these shapes all correlate to each other, but you can transpose them to different keys very easily just by starting on a different place. If you want to practice this, I've got the same backing track that I provided in this lesson, but in different keys, so all 12 of the major chords are covered in the backing tracks. So just visit the link in the description box below and you can get access to all 12 keys of the same backing track. Right, so we've made it through to the final part. We are now on shape number 7 of the G major scale. So we're on shape or pattern number 7, so that means that we're starting from the 7th degree of the G major. So we've got G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. So we're starting from F sharp. So on the low E string, we could start from the 2nd fret, but since we've been working down the fretboard throughout this series, I figured we'd carry on the same vein. So we're on the 14th fret of the low E string, to the 15th fret, to the 17th fret. Then on the A string, we've got the same exact thing, so we've got the 14th fret, to the 15th fret, to the 17th fret. Then on the D string, we've got 14, 16 to 17. Same on the G string, so 14, 16, 17. Then we have got this little shift up now, so we're on the B string at the 15th fret, to the 17th fret, to the 19th fret. Then on the high E string, we've got the exact same thing, so the 15 to 17 to 19. So back up, we've got 19, 17, 15, 19, 17, 15. A little shift back, so we've got 17, 16, 14, 17, 16, 14, 17, 15, 14, 17, 15, 14. So all the way up and down it goes like this. Okay, so I'm going to be going back to the guitar neck in just a second with a playthrough of this scale shape over the 90 BPM backing track, playing on the 8th notes. As I've said in the other videos, it's a good idea to be able to play these scale shapes in any subdivision. So if you can play on the 8th notes, move on to the 16th notes, play on the 16th, go on to the 16th note triplets, go on to 30 seconds, mix them up, however you can do it. Basically, the more you know how to get around the scale and how much you can lock into the grid, the better it's going to be for you in the long run. Okay, so we've finally done it. We've gone through all 7 shapes of the major scale 3-note per string patterns in the key of G major. So now it's up to you to take this knowledge and translate it to other things. So for example, like I've said before, you want to change key now. So you've done it in G, maybe try it in A, then go on to B, try and learn it in all the different keys. The scale shapes are always going to be next to each other the way they are. So the pattern and the system works really well for being able to see what notes you can use within a key, but it's up to you to practice that. It's not just going to be a case of you know this pattern works and this pattern works. You want to really visualize the scale shapes and how they relate to each other on the guitar neck. So basically all we've done here is we've learned all 7 of the shapes and the patterns for each of them. We haven't really done anything about implementing it or how we can exercise or practice these patterns to make it more musical. That wasn't really the intention of this lesson, it was really just to go through how to play each of the shapes. So it's up to you now to be creative with how you practice this and how you can implement them into your own music. So I'm probably going to do some lessons in the future which do actually demonstrate some of these things of how to implement these scale shapes and how to practice them and how to use them in more of a musical way. So I might make a video on sequencing and on some of these little run ideas, things like that. So as I've said throughout all of these videos, you can get the resources for all of these lessons in the description box below, which include the tabs for all 7 of the 3 note per string major scale shapes in G major. You can get the backing track that comes in 3 tempos, 16, 19, 100 BPM. There's also a link in the description box for all of these backing tracks, but in all 12 of the major keys, so you can get used to playing them over different chords. If you like this series, please give the video a thumbs up, please subscribe to the channel, visit the website where there's a lot of other cool guitar stuff on there and other lessons. I've been Dave from Dave's Guitar Lessons, and I'll see you next time.